Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Value Review. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Star Ocean, the second story arc, and I'm going to go right off on the same exact tangent I just got done doing at the end of the 3 hour and 10-minute final episode of this series. This game is phenomenal. This game, you all know, my channel started with Sea of Stars. This game is better than Sea of Stars. I hate to say that because Sea of Stars was my favorite game that released last year. Um, at least that I played at the time, to clarify. However, this game has taken that. Absolutely. Sea of Stars will always be a close second, but this was absolutely phenomenal. This might be in my top 10 games of all time, not just like as a JRPGs thing, but like just in general, this might be top 10. So right now, what you're seeing, we got raids on the world boss. I'm picking back up on my completed save. Uh, so let's talk about this game though. I got a lot of the compliments out of the way, so let's really get into it because I literally just finished this game like 10 minutes ago. Um, this game is the best thing I've played on the channel to date. I've said that already. But the thing that makes this game even better is that they're only asking $50 for it. Uh, and I mean, look at the graphics. The graphics are the first thing that should tell you that that is kind of a steal, because this is a game from 1998 that has been fully remastered, start to finish, graphically, and they've probably done some stuff to make grinding less of a thing, because my god, there's like no grinding in here at all. I don't know how to get to this, whatever this is. I don't know what that is. I assume that's the, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably the side dungeon you unlock at the end. Which again, you get a side dungeon or like an additional dungeon for completing the game. So this game sells for $50, and let me tell you, that is absolutely not a good price. This game definitely should have been priced at a higher price. If they're charging $70 for a remake of a third of a game, I'm talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, whatever the hell it's called, then they should absolutely be asking $70. Uh, as is, I've got 8 companions, so I've got a full team. That affected my ending. You can have 99 different endings. Let me see. Yeah, these are all the endings. It's all the different possible stuff that can happen. And it's just like 99 endings, 30 to 35-hour RPG. They fully remastered the visuals. There's 2 full planets, both of which have raid bosses. There's flight. I mean, look, I'm flying around, and I can sit here and I can dismount at any point that I want. Uh, as long as it's on solid land. Um, it's not turn-based combat, which might be a plus to some people, might be a negative to others. I personally kind of appreciate that they took some time, did something different other than Final Fantasy. Um, because a lot of Square Enix's games are turn-based, and I like that, but some other people might not like that. That's fine. But let me show you the battles, because the battles are just insane. They're so flashy. Although this one might be over pretty quickly. I leveled up like I think it was 15, no. I was I leveled up 20 times in the final dungeon. Um But yeah, I would say this game absolutely deserves to be up there with Final Fantasy VII Remake. The fact that less people are talking about it than I would expect is just criminal. Um, Absolutely go out and get this game if you like JRPGs at all. This is to date the best JRPG I've ever played. Um, this has dethroned so far. I am gonna go back and replay it, but this has so far dethroned the fourth game, which was my favorite in the series up until now. Um, yeah, I can't praise this game enough. And I know I'm kind of all over the place, but I just really think anyone that likes JRPGs should get this game. And the best part too, with that being said, is if you're not sure about it, it released 4 months ago and has already gone on sale twice. And I'm pretty sure it's been pretty significant sales, like $15 off. Um, so you just absolutely owe it to yourself. If you're a JRPG fan, you owe it to yourself to play this game. And that's a statement I'm comfortable making. And look at this. None of this was available to me before before finishing the game. But there's all these missions, you get tons of rewards for doing these missions. Um there's challenges that you have throughout the game that range from beginner to easy uh to normal to difficult. And it's like the harder they are, the more stuff you get. Look, some of these I already had completed and I just didn't even know it was a thing that I need to do. Some of that stuff was already done. So it's just like, here, let me show it off. This is the beginner one. And as you can see, I went out of my way to do a lot of this stuff, which I normally don't in games. Normally, I find this to be pretty, like, whatever in games. But this game was so much fun that I had entire chunks of videos that was just me messing around in the side systems. Like, the guild missions are insane. I did all of these. Uh, and then let me show off. You've got all these specialties. Some of them are like craft new items with stuff you've got. Others are uh like train, for example. You can change your character's strength and defense for however much experience boost you want, depending on what level you level up the train ability to be. Um, they've got one bodyguard. They just start attacking stuff on the world map for you as long as it's green. And it's like by that the time you have this in the game, most of the enemies are green. So you still get the experience, you still get the money, you just don't have to go and physically have all those fights. But even if you do, the combat is so much fun that I no joke, if I were to sit there and I were to take apart my videos, all 25 of them, I guarantee you there's like probably as much as 10 hours of just combat, nothing else going on. Or I'm just not saying anything, just enjoying the combat. And it's like the first game, by the end of the game, I was so ready for it to be done. I was so ready. It was insanely tedious. And this game took out all the stuff that made the first game tedious. It just built on the ground of that game. It just built up from there. So, like, these skills all determine, like, they go into specialties and ICs, but then also, if you just want to specifically level up stuff by the IC, you can press a button and it tells you the actual skills. Like, art, you need to level up sketching and aesthetics. Uh, Oracle, ESP, piety, and purity. Like, it breaks it down so that at no point are you ever going to get lost. Even though there is so much going on in these games, you shouldn't ever have any points where you're getting lost. Uh, Combat skills, you get BP as you level up, and through every fight, you get BP that you can then spend to level up different stuff like randomly teleporting behind the character, random power boosts, random defense, all this different stuff. And then if you're already max level, or if you just want to focus on special attacks, you go here and you can level them up as well and make them stronger. It does anything from larger AoE to stronger attacks to more hits. There is so much going on in this game because for the 8 characters that I have, I probably passed up like 6 other characters, 6 or 7. And it's just it is an insane amount for $50 when it really should have been a $70 price tag. Please get this game. That's all I gotta say. Just please get it. It does have New Game Plus too. I didn't know that it did. Once you beat the game, you get New Game Plus. Go out and get this game. I promise you, you will not regret it. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all next time.